Onix, the rock snake Pokémon, may be one of the most recognizable Pokémon in the franchise. Anyone who's played Pokémon Red or Blue, or their more recent remakes, remembers Onix as the iconic ace of the first gym leader in Pewter City, Brock. And if you've watched the anime, you'll know that Brock loves using his mighty Onix to get him and his friends out of tight binds. The hulking 29-foot, 463-pound behemoth sure looks intimidating, and it can be quite a brick wall for unprepared trainers who waltz into Brock's gym with, say, a Pikachu and a Pidgeotto. But despite its impressive size and appearance, despite its Pokédex citing thunderous roars, despite the anime's insistence of Onix's might, I'm here to tell you that Onix sucks. A lot. Now, if you're somewhat familiar with Pokémon, you'll know that Onix has never been touted as the best Pokémon. It's common knowledge that its typing and low special defense makes it susceptible to the faintest of water or grass moves, and it's technically not a fully evolved Pokémon. Onix evolves into Steelix after Generation 2, where it gets significant improvements across the board. Other than speed, Onix is actually quite speedy. And sure, if you've ever owned an Onix, you know that its damage output is a little low. But just how low are we talking? In a recent Nuzlocke of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, I found myself fighting Brock and his Onix. In order to get a safe switch into one of my Pokemon, I needed to sack my Caterpie. So I switch in my level 6 Caterpie, expecting to be cleanly knocked out by Brock's level 12 Onix. And then this happened. Somehow, my teeny tiny Caterpie survived a rock throw from Brock's massive Onix, at double the level too. Let me reword that. This giant snake made out of boulders threw a rock at my Caterpillar, and it didn't die. For context, Rock Throw has a base power of 50, which admittedly isn't particularly high, but rock moves are super effective against bug types like my poor little Caterpie, which doubles its base power. Add the 1.5 same time attack bonus from Onix's rock typing, and you get an effective base power of 150. Essentially, it's the same thing as Onix using Giga Impact, which Onix can't actually learn, but point being, this is a very powerful move. To keep it simple, the amount of damage that an attack does is based on the effective base power of the move, the attack stat of the attacking Pokemon, and the defense stat of the defending Pokemon. If the Pokemon is using a special move, we use the special attack and special defense stat. But in this case, Rock Throw is a physical move, so we're using Onix's physical attack stat and Caterpie's physical defense stat. So, Caterpie's miraculous survival can have one of two explanations. 1, Caterpie is a defensive tank, which just isn't true. Or 2, Onix is just that weak. And it is. Onix has a base attack of 45. For comparison, the highest base attack of any non-legendary, non-mega, non-Ultra Beast Pokemon is Rampardos, with a base attack stat of 165. The highest base attack stat of any not fully evolved Pokemon is Rhydon, with 130. So 45 is pretty low. How low? Well, out of the 1,035 Pokemon in existence, including Megas and alternate forms, Onix is tied for the 887th highest attack, right below Sentrant. That's right, Sentrant, this thing, has more attack than Onix. Onix has the same attack as Pidgey, Jigglypuff, Wooper. Wooper doesn't even have arms. Onix has the same attack stat as a Wurmple, a Bidoof, a whatever the fuck this is. It has less attack than this ice cream cone, this cat, this literal garbage Pokemon, and even freaking Oddish. When Ditto uses Transform to transform into an Onix, its attack stat gets worse. Sunkern, the Pokemon with literally the lowest base stats in the game, other than Single Form Wishiwashi, would win a one-on-one against Onix. And for that matter, Wishiwashi would destroy it too. I could go on, but bottom line, Onix is a truly terrible Pokemon. If we're looking at just Gen 1, then I'd say it's the worst Pokemon. Sure, a Pokemon like Magikarp is more useless than an Onix, but Magikarp revels in its uselessness, and the promise of a Gyarados at level 20 makes Magikarp infinitely less terrible than Onix, because at level 20, your Onix will still suck.